money I be making, I'ma burn them, I'ma murk them. And if they playing with this fire, I'ma burn them. Murder, it's a murder. Disrespect us, I'ma spark it, I'ma burn them. And I'll be searching, I'll be lurking, I'ma hurt them. And all these bridges that I'm building, I'ma burn them. Burn them, burn them. All this money I be making, I'ma burn them. Burn them. Smoke it up. Burn them. Whop a nigga's bucket, I'ma serve them. Spinning on a block with a mop, I disturb them. I never killed a nigga, but I'm ready to spit a hollow right on a person. And the curse, I'm about to merge on a nigga's turf. I'ma let a nigga burn, burn, let him burn. And these pussies better learn. When I pull up, I'ma burst. Make a nigga see stars spinning, leave him on a curb. Burn him, burn him. All this money I be making, I'ma burn him. Burn him.
ricochet. I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, hard, baby. Yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, myself away, away, away. I cause myself away, away. I cause myself I remember the days, always at the same place, the same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way. We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you, you keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin. But even so, yeah, I need you, you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat on my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat on my heart and beats. 'Cause you taste like candy. Tasty. You on a Sunday, feel so bittersweet, knowing I can live. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat of my heart increase. 'Cause it tastes like candy.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Good evening, guys. It's late. I'm aware of that, and we are about, I think, 30 minutes behind schedule. Plus, we had a rough time last week. We had to skip one of our semifinals. We couldn't have that because of a lot of issues with teams. They couldn't show up on time, and because of that, we have had to skip one of those games. But today we're having the game for third place. This is going to be a best of 3 game. It's going to be between TrueRippers and eSports. Eventually, these teams are not moving into the finals. The finals is going to be tomorrow, same time. So don't miss out. The stream might be delayed just a little bit, that bit. It might even have happened early, right? So don't worry about that. But today, first game, first map is Ascent. The second map is the second map is Haven, and the third map, the decider, if we get there, is going to be Icebox. Anna, tell me, do you think Ascent, whose map is it going to be?
I think Ascent should go to the attackers because a really good mid control itself gives you the whole access to the sites. Plus, the division between defenders is gonna always give you a man count advantage. So I feel like Ascent is gonna be for the attacking side. But if the defenders actually, come out with a few rounds on their favor during the first half, then I guess they can actually make a change in the pivot of the second half.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. So guys, we're jumping right into the game. Before that, I just want to remind you guys that make sure you should like, share, and subscribe. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do, because it helps us out a lot. Those numbers really, really do. And it's free. best way to support the channel. So please make sure you do that, and stay tuned, man. It's going to be a long stream because it's a best of 3. We already have the first 2 games set up. First one is right in front of your eyes right now, and the second game is going to be Axe eSports starting on defense and TrueRippers on attack. So it's going to be the opposite of this first game. So I want to say firsthand that I've seen TrueRippers play before, and I've seen Axe eSports play before. Now, despite my doubts about both these teams have officially the top 4, right? They are in the top
That's
4.
right.
So
Yeah.
only one of these teams, is not going to win despite having come this far, but one of them will, right? At least for
Right.
third place. So that's going to be epic. We're going to find out which team that's going to be. And I'm hoping, TrueRippers has a reputation for, always clutching rounds and stuff. So I'm going to put my money on, for the first map, I'm going to stick with TR. Let's see if Axe eSports can actually, turn that image around, and maybe I can hop on their train then. So we'll
That's
find
right.
out.
That's right. I'm gonna stick with X though, because I do see a lot of good game coming in from Sonic and Inflix. They have
Yes.
been 2 people I've watched a lot. So
Yes.
yeah, let's see if that comes into action, because Inflix is really good on that Cypher and Sonic on Sova. So they've gone with their generic picks on agents. So I think we might be able to see something really cool happening here.
Yep. Aditya Sinha, welcome to the stream. Sorry I had to keep you waiting, bruv, because we were trying to get the lobby ready. Some of the teams were not ready. We eventually ran into a delay, which is why it took us, almost 30 minutes to get the lobby ready. And we started off immediately, so hope it's not much of an inconvenience. And coming back into the game, you can see that, TR mostly working on holding that mid to B section of the map. There's only just Omen sitting on in, A alone. Let's see if we can hold on to that. But then again, Axe eSports entirely stacked up to B and mid game as well. So they don't really intend, apparently, to move A. But then again, Crosshair gets double. So that's it. And TR, that's very early into the game. It's barely a few seconds in it. They've already wiped out every member on Axe eSports with only Jet left to do some of the damage. And then again, she gets taken out as well by one tap god, and that's it. First round taken out by Team TrueRippers, and with finesse. That was beautiful. Like, I think that was just about 20 to 30 seconds, and we already got over with that round very, very quickly.
That's right. I mean, I was expecting to see some, drawback coming in from the side of one tap god, because with an agent like Jet, I expect a person to go for more accuracy based weapons than weapons that would have more, bullets in the mag. So I was expecting her to go with a ghost, but then even with a classic, one tap god actually took a one tap kill, and that was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Deathscope once again tried to get a wall bang through onto the defending Reyna. But then again, what really I'm astonished is that TR is not running anybody with there's no Sage on any of the teams. Plus, they do have a Sky to compensate for that. But then again, Axe eSports does not have any healing sort of agent. Like, there's no Phoenix except for Reyna. There's no healer. There's no Sage. There's no Sky. They might end up, paying for that, because they only have Inflix with that Sentinel pick. That's Cypher. Now, Cypher is actually one of the strongest agents in the game. He comes with a lot of utility. One of the best. I think the camera is one of the best utilities in the game. But so far, TR has managed to take the first 2 rounds with ease, relative ease. Gets tagged with, I think Crosshair got tagged with the camera, but then again, manages to remove it, move back safely.
A good dash coming in from Jet. Like, that was a good peek, and then, a good dash back into the safety zone. However, wasn't quite required, as there was nobody watching that area. This is the first round we're seeing a man count advantage coming in from the side of Axe eSports.
Yep. And that's Sonic with the second kill in the game, and that's it. He takes a double, takes away Master as well, but gets taken down by Paradox. But that's it. TR has suddenly lost all of their members in the blink of an eye. It's like Paradox just left alone. But look at that headshot. Takes Fluxy away, but immediate refrag by Deathscope, and that's the first round for eSports. I think this round was, very nicely executed by eSports. No aggression, no overstepping their ground, just holding their positions nicely, and they managed to actually, their footing on A was much stronger because TR they didn't, when they pushed side B, didn't work out much, but the other side it did.
That's right. And I mean, I feel like the initial 2 rounds, they were quick, but they didn't look as smooth as this one did. So that's really commendable. Like in a game which actually requires you to literally fight, you are able to make something look smooth and easy on the eyes. That's really well executed.
Yep. And with that, Crosshair and Relic in tandem, with Master as well taking 3 members off of the T-Max already, and once again Jet left to do all of the work, gets back, tries to take on those frags head on, but gets punished by Relic, and that's it. Another round for TR. Now, like I said, Ascent is, to be honest, one of the more balanced maps, I would say, compared to the others. It's one of my favorite maps to play in, and I think TR is doing flawless right now on their part, at least, because 3-1 looking pretty solid. And the only round that they probably they just managed to goof one round, but the others were pretty solid. They're going strong. There's the concussion wolf, or whatever you call it, but that's it. They know the positions right. There's the recon dart taken away in the right time. And that's it. AapKon with doubles with a single spray. That is just beautiful.
That was pretty amazing coming in from AapKon, and he has proven his name to be right. Now this is Reyna alone who gets taken out by Paradox before I can even mention that she's left alone.
Yeah.
There's 4th round for TR. I mean, initial judgment that we had was that the attacking team might take the first half, but it doesn't look like that at all. And with current position of the scores, even though it's way too soon in the game, I feel like TR might just close it. This map might just go into their favor.
Yeah, I think AapKon did a really good job opening up that round with the first 2 kills that he did get, and on a single spray, that too with the Vandal. You see, the Vandal is not built for spraying. That gun is more built for, tapping instead. And that's Fluxy coming back into the round. Fluxy with the first kill gets reflag immediately, but AapKon, but then Flicker gets him anyway. So there's refrag after refrag coming in, and that's Paradox with the perfect blind coming in on Flicker, and that's it. He gets it. Master taking away Sonic, so it's a 3v2 right now. Let's see if Paradox can get one more. It's what I think is right now wrong with eSports is that Reyna and Jet are one of the best agents for anti-fragging, but then again they haven't been able to take out much value out of those. On the other hand, you can see that AapKon has taken optimal value out of his Jet. He's sitting on 8 kills, almost at double digits when we're just 6 rounds into the game.
That's right. AapKon's KD is also like super good. Super good. He's on a 4 KD, which is pretty impressive, which is way higher than anyone else on the board.
Yep. And
I'm not seeing much game coming in from the side of X as of frags, not yet, because their top fragger is literally equal to the bottom fragger of TR, which is weird.
Okay, so Balendu Oja, I hope that's spelled that name correctly. Welcome to the stream, my friend. And TR Crosshair and Relic with doubles, dude. That is it. eSports has been removed from the match with just Sonic left, but Sonic with 2 Sheriff headshots back to back, taking out Paradox and Crosshair, but then loses the duel with the other Sova, gets punished, and that's another round for TR. TR absolutely dominating the, at least the first half of the game, I have to say that, because 6-1, very inclined scoreline, and so far Axe hasn't been given the opportunity to make the comeback that they kind of want probably right now.
That's right. But if you remember the last match we casted, it was something like 7-2 and then an 8-round win streak. So I wouldn't write that off yet.
Yep, exactly. There comes in the Hunter Fury, one tap god with a double. Master gets the sweet spot with the doubles as well, and that is some very nicely pulled off TrueRipper magic with just D2D inflicts left to do, God's work for his team. But that's it. Relic shutting him down, and that's it. 7-1. We're sitting on a what should I say? A one-sided.
That's right.
Very one-sided scoreboard right now because 7-1. We keep sitting on this, and TR will take the first map with ease if this keeps, happening again and again.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, in the level of third place match, which is like literally after semis, I was expecting much more, like coming in from both these sides. But
Yep.
let's see what the teams are having in store for us, because
Yep.
I'm not gonna write anything off. Don't wanna jinx it. Let's
Yeah.
see if they're able to give us something different. We are seeing man advantage again. Whenever I start speaking, why does the man advantage go to eSports?
Yep, that is nice. And that's it. Tab God looking on the wrong person gets bagged by Inflix, and that's another round for eSports. Now, eSports, probably need to change their game style. Or perhaps they can capitalize on defense. Might just turn out that their build, their lineup is just not ready yet. Plus, I'm seeing a few members, getting swapped in and out. Perhaps they don't have all of their teammates ready, but whatever. Right now, you can see Deathscope with the highest kills, 6 on his team. I think they need to use more of Flicker for his utility. I mean, his smokes, perhaps to seal off mid, apparently, because Reyna is right there. Crosshair is just peeking mid very aggressively, trying to take on those fights in mid, and they're losing a lot of people on mid. That's the thing.
That's right. And I mean, mid control again is the most important thing on this map. Once you have that, you can literally close people off from rotating, essentially. So that gives you the man count advantage whenever you need it. So mid control is really, really important on this map, and not being able to execute on that kind of clusters all your wins into losers.
Yep. Now they got Relic and Tab God, but just to get those 2 members on TR, they had to use all 5 of their members, and that's it. Once again, TR dominating the round, managing to bring it up, because initially they lost Relic. Relic got doubles, right? He got killed, and then they took down Tab God as well. But by then, they'd already lost 3 members on their team, and that's a lot. Like the trades, it's not being evened out. Like for every 1 guy on Axis, TR, they're losing like 2-3 members on their own team. So that's not good. You want to even out those trades. 1 for 1 is the best option. That is what you want to gun for right now. And looking at the economy, I think Tab God is gonna save for the operator perhaps, but everybody's on full buy, so we're gonna see what happens. Let's go with the first frag onto Master. The Sova is gone, so no Hunter's Fury, no recon darts, no shock darts, nothing.
That's right, and we are seeing another man count advantage. Spike's already in. Okay, this is a very quick plan coming in from X. We haven't seen quick plans coming in from them, but are they gonna be able to hold on to this? Because side B is supposed to be easy to hold, and it's showing up to be that.
Yep.
And there comes another win for them. So this is 8-3 scoreline. The steepness of this curve is going on decreasing, and that's something good. That's a good start for coming into a comeback, but currently it doesn't look like a comeback just yet. It can become one very soon, but not just yet.
Not just yet, because I mean it's great that they have 3 rounds in their pockets right now, but on the other side they have literally given away 8 of those back to TR, so they're gonna be under pressure situation here when the round swap happens next up. So they don't want to lose rounds on defense. Probably might end up having a comeback, because the second half is always an unpredictable mess, because you never know what happens in the second half. And that's it. Sonic getting Paradox early in the game, and that's it. Deathscope getting 3 people. Relic, Tab God, and Master with 1 shot. What was that? That was amazing. He just bought that round for his team single-handedly.
That's right. And I mean, what even happened? It didn't
Yep.
even seem like it's happening. But wait, Crosshair is not given up yet. He has already taken 2 kills. Is he gonna be able to clutch this? Is this gonna be an ace clutch?
Might just happen because Reyna is technically built for that. But there's the shock dart in the correct position, but Flicker gets him anyway, regardless. And that's it. Another round for eSports, and eSports has at least, narrowed the gap down to like a half. So
That's right.
because it's an 8-4 scoreline and they have 4 rounds in the pocket, and the gap is not as bad as it was, a few rounds ago when it was
That's
like
right.
a 6 or 7-1. That was terrible.
That's right. And I mean, if we were completely wrong about our prediction of Ascent being a little bit easier for the attackers, because again, whichever map is balanced is something I feel that works on man count, and that's why attackers have it easier on balanced maps. But if Ascent actually turns out to be defense favored, because again, the way people utilize the map is what decides whose favor it's going to be on. If it turns out to be that, then it might just become X's game here for.
That is true. Tarun Agarwal says, OP casting. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate the kind words we get and always makes us feel good. So keep them coming. Ines Descope gets Paradox. That's a 4v3. But once again, TR managing to wipe out all of the members on Team Axe Esports with just Reyna left to do all of the work. But that's a 1 shot onto the head. 2 shots onto Master and 1 tap got. Can Reyna pull it off? That's another. All she has to do is get the other Reyna. It's a Reyna v Reyna right now, and Deathscope is in. He was in the zone just at the right moment. He pulled out that knife, and that just threw his aim off, and he just gets punished for it. And DR once again managing to take away another round. It almost fell apart for them, but they did it.
That's right. I mean, I would say that last 1 kill was just lucky in this one case. I mean, every time else, I'm gonna give it to the hard work of the team, but this one time, I feel like it was just lucky, because if Deathscope did not turn it to knife, it was his kill.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was his kill.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he was expecting him to be, in boathouse, inside. So he was expecting him to be there. I mean, that's the default position. Safest
right.
position you would want to be, and he gets punished for that. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that again. But that's it. The lure doesn't work on Sonic, and he gets Crosshair anyway. Paradox gets him. But look at the refrags. The 1 for 1 for 1. And that's what I like to see.
And another one, balancing the score for a 3v3, and we have a little low health on Sky, but I think she can go for a heal if she needs. And gets taken out before she can actually execute on that. It's a Sova versus Reyna. Both are on very low HP. There comes a shock that it at least delays the push from Reyna, but then she gets a kill and another round for X Esports. We are seeing so many back-to-back rounds coming in for both the teams left and right, and it's just impressive, because earlier it looked really one-sided, and now we're seeing the climb happen from the side of X, and that's impressive.
That's impressive indeed. And Provoked is asking, is this a best of 3? It is indeed, my friend. The first map here right now we're having is on Ascend. The second map is going to be Haven, where you're going to see Axe Esports start off on defense instead. And the third map, if we do get there, the decider game is going to happen on Icebox. And that was just beautiful. I just want to comment on the fact that Deathscope was able to close off that round beautifully, and X Esports managed to get in. And look at that inflict once again. 3 headshots back to back, 1 spray. He's close to an ace. I want to see him do it, but Fluxy gets Paradox, and we're going to close off this round with another round for Axe Esports. Now, Axe Esports, I think, might just send it to an equalizer, and make it exactly like exactly the way a best of 3 game should be.
That's right. I'm rooting for the equalizer. I would like to see a 10-10 happen very soon, because I don't think 9-9 is happening. Both teams are a really good caliber, so I'm not expecting one team to go on a 5-win streak without the other team making one more round in. So yeah, a 10-10 equalizer would be a good one to watch.
And that's it. Infix gets Tap God because Tap God just rushed in, didn't check the corner, wouldn't have been able to check the corner regardless, no matter what. And that's it. Sonic working on Relic, Sonic with doubles as well, and D2D Inflix and Sonic working on tandem to get this round for themselves. And all of the hard work that TR did on the first half of the game is now being nullified by Axe Esports. I have to say that whatever they were lacking on attack is being made up on defense. They are clearly doing that, and I have to acknowledge it.
That's right, and all the way from being like literally equivalent to the lowest fragger on TR, they have come to rise above even the highest fragger on TR and becoming the highest fragger of the whole game. That's just a lot of hard work put in there.
I've got your trail.
Ramek does a dab in chat while Harsh Thakkar asks Deadscope Blatek. I'm pretty sure that's how his name is spelled. But that's it. Fluxy with the operative shot onto one tap god, and that's it. Look at that. Flicker, Fluxy, just working on tandem to get those rounds in. And that's it. One round away from an equalizer. I have to say, Axe Esports doing a phenomenal job, in the second half. I am very, very impressed.
That's right, and I mean, I might take my words back. It can become a 9-9 equalizer. I'm not gonna completely sell myself on a 10-10 because right now we're seeing Axe Esports being so strong that it could literally just win one more round and call it an equalizer.
I think now the fact that you've said it, it's not gonna happen. I think you just jinxed it because that's exactly what happens every time that we do. And
that's right.
We just don't want to push these teams back into a corner because of us. If only they could hear us right now, they would be cursing like, shut up.
Alright, so first kill does come in for the side of Axe Esports, and we are seeing Reyna go in with her Empress mode on. So I guess we might not have jinxed it just yet. There's two more ultimates online for Axe Esports, and I think they have site A completely empty, so they might want to move into site B.
Yep.
This rotation is going completely wrong.
Deadscope getting crosshair, but there's the refrag by Omen. So it's a 4v3 right now. Let's see if TR can pull this off. They're working on getting on the side B, but there's a lot of Cypher utility deployed there. There are 2 trap wires right up there. And I think they have the read on him because, Sonic is moving in and they are not checking if Sonic is sitting inside of that smoke in market. Omen gets tagged by the Cypher utility, and that's it. Tap God getting both Sonic and Fluxy, and it's a 2v1 right now. Sova against both Omen and Cypher. Can he do it? Can he clutch it?
He's being pitched from both the sides. I think it's going to be really difficult because, well, both of them have an angle on him. Okay.
Yep, and that was just a poor decision by Omen because he just gets punished for his Sova. A very good read on the Omen's teleport. He knew he was gonna get up. He has to kill him before the teleport, and he does. Master does clutch it, gets both Inflix and Omen, and that's it. It's a 10-8. And for after a long series of rounds given away to Axe Esports, TR has managed to once again bag one for themselves.
That's right, and I mean, it could literally have been Axe Esports round, but that was a really, really bad read of the moment where, Inflix and Flicker, I guess, decided to, move in at a point which was just a little way too early.
Yep. Once again, TR is stacking, gets hit by the shock dart, so that's it. There's the tag. He's trying to find him with the Hunter's Fury. Doesn't quite get him. Gets wasted. Gets fragged from behind. Deadscope coming in with the flank, and that's it. Now TR is getting pushed into a very bad corner with Sky barely left with any HP. And Sonic takes out Relic, and that's it. Another round for Axe Esports. Now almost an equalizer. We are not there yet, though. We haven't seen the equalizer yet. We are just like one round away, and then the gap increases again. And that's what's been happening over and over again.
That's right. And I mean, now I feel like both the teams have gotten so much idea about each other's game style that they are not going to be, messing up. We're going to see some really strong combinations coming in from both the sides with, these agents. I mean, so far we've been seeing them going in solo and still, being able to win it on the basis of their gunfight. But right now, I feel like if they went into doubles, this is gonna be so difficult.
And it's a buy round on for team, TR right now. They managed to back Jet, but then get traded immediately. I think, yep, Master has his hands on the operator right now. Now he might be able to clutch it. He does take away Dead Scope. Now it's a 3v3 with Inflix taking away Tap God, but Crosshair coming in through tree takes away Flicker with Inflix. Once again, the same thing is happening once again. Master against Cypher, and instead of an Omen, it's Sonic this time. Will he be able to clutch it though? He won't this time. Cypher will punish him. Hidden away in that corner nicely, and that's it. The 10-10 equalizer that we've been waiting for.
That's right, and I mean, I am looking forward for an overtime now.
Yeah, you predicted this almost.
So happy that it didn't get jinxed.
Yep. Okay, so guys in the chat, tell me end game predictions, like score predictions, obviously. Like I want you guys to tell me what's gonna be the end score for the first map for Ascent. Which team is gonna win, by what margin, with what score line. I want you guys to give me predictions. Let's see who gets it.
I'm currently seeing everybody's trying to get the mid control, which we were talking about in the initial stages, and suddenly they have all decided not to do that anymore.
Oh my god, what was that?
So many kills left and right. Oh my goodness, everyone from the attacking
just
team
one
got
guy
taken away.
Dead Scope got 4 of them from one angle, and nobody checked. Nobody checked that corner. Even when Jet walked in first, Jet died first, right? I think it was Tap God who died first. And what happened? Why did nobody check that corner? And it's just like 4 people walking in, and everybody gets back by. I think that's not Dead Scope. I mean, lucking out. Like that was just TR's fault, just walking in like that without actually checking their corners.
Yeah. Sounds more like it, yep. And again, TR is losing their men on the first blood itself.
Yeah.
A really easy in for TR, but then they keep getting taken out constantly. Like they're trying to push, but without checking, and that's being punishable for them.
Yep, and Sonic still managing to take away Tap God with a classic headshot, and that's what should I say, man? And that's just even when there were 2 of them on him, and still they couldn't get it. And now it's just Reina against them all. Doesn't matter, because Inflix will get him right off the bat, and that is it. Now eSports, like you said, has made the ultimate comeback, and we are at a 12-10 now. TR on the pressure situation, and it's a 12-10. We are on match point. eSports 1 round, just this round away from taking in the first map.
That's right. And I mean, currently, according to their guns, they look strong. They look pretty strong.
Yep. That is true.
Full shields coming in for everyone. Yeah,
everybody has a full buy. Everybody has it sorted. I want to see who manages to get in the first kill, and that's Tap God and Crosshair getting Fluxy and Dead Scope off the map. So that's a 5v3. So a 3-man retake with Sonic very low on HP. So Sonic has left as well. It's a 5v2. I think TR will end up taking this round.
That's right. I mean, it's not gonna be easy for Inflix to do it alone, and he gets taken out by one Tap God, making it a flawless for TR. However, there's still gonna be 1 more round before equalizer or match point, while eSports just needs to take this 1 round to win this map.
Yep. Yeah. I want to see what happens. Or we're gonna see a 12-12 overtime equalizer. I mean, that would be very spicy to look at, but then again, I would also understand the frustration, because you're not going to win right after this game, right? You're walking into the second map right after this, and you're gonna face off with the same members. And if this happens, imagine going, I mean, the first time overtime, fun. Second time, it's not fun, because you wanna end up your games early, because I saw TR dominating in the first half. I'm pretty sure they're pretty frustrated with the fact that they were not able to maintain that dominance in the second half and gave it all away to Axe Esports. Now Axe Esports is sitting with the advantage, so they have Cypher's location in, and Deadscope has taken out TR Crosshair, so that's the Reyna taken off, but Relic gets Deadscope, so there's the trade, man. And Paradox takes away Inflict, so Cypher is gone as well, and it's a 3v4. Do you think this 3-man retake is gonna work?
I mean, Flicker is doing a real good job. We are seeing it coming into a 1v3 situation now, with that 2 kill coming in from Flicker and 1 from Jet. And the Hunter's Fury is kind of trying to get in the way, but Heaven is not gonna be the safest place to move in from.
Yep, and this is like a last-ditch effort for Master to buy one more round for his team, because otherwise we are gonna see Axe Esports make a beautiful swift comeback from that devastating first half for them, and they're gonna just as I say that, they actually pulled that off. They walked in, lost so many rounds in the first half, and then they bought it back to an 8-4. From that, they capitalized on so many rounds, and they actually ended up winning the first game, and that is just amazing. Now I might actually sit on their train for the second game, because the confidence on them is just next level, especially on Deadscope. Look at that gap. Deadscope with 28 kills and Sonic with 18. That's like a 10 kill gap.
That's right. I mean, even the combat score is like 80 points, 84 points difference, and that's a big difference. And Ramek has said these players are so sick. True, they are. Yes.
They are indeed. Crosshair with 16, Relic with 18 kills. I want to see, Deadscope, I think, has the highest first bloods in the game. That's 6. And that speaks for itself, man. You literally saw him clutch multiple rounds single-handedly. Very close to an ace. We also saw, I think, D2D Inflix pull one of those off. Very close to an ace with Fluxy clutching the last kill, taking the last kill away from him. But then again, doesn't matter, because Axe Esports has done their job. Even if they had a bad first half, they managed to pull it off and bring it beautifully back in the second, and actually did not even give the opportunity of an equalizer to, overtime equalizer to, TR, and they actually ended up winning the first game. So we're going to see them do the same thing, and this time they're going to start on defense in the second map. That's going to be in Haven, with TR on attack, and right now they have the first map on them, so that means second game, if they win, that's it. TR will go home empty-handed, and Axe will end up taking third place.
That's right.
What do you think? Who takes second game?
Well, I'm not gonna be completely able to decide on the second game, because again, it's Haven, and with Haven, I have seen people go crazy.
That is true.
So that's one map I really don't wanna put my bets on, because it can be anyone. However, I do want it to be TR, so that we get to see Icebox. Icebox is one of my favorites, you know it. So yeah.
I think the first semis game that we had was also ended up being, we saw it end after the first 2 games, right? And then we didn't happen. The second semifinal didn't happen entirely because of a lot of problems that we ran into. So I'm hoping this would be our first overtime game, the decider game that we end up seeing, because if we do have a best of 3 without a decider game, that would be a huge disappointment in my book, at least. Right?
That's right.
So I guess, guys, we'll be right back. A very short break, like a 2-3 minute tops, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you subscribe and like. Ask your friends to join in on the chat, and we will walk into the second map very soon. Stay tuned.
I need to eat.
I'm a killer.
Hello and welcome everyone. And this is third place match of Valorant Game Jam
Yes.
Act 3
Yes.
of PixelScope Entertainment. You've been here
Yes.
all through this ride, and we're finally on the second map of this best of 3. I'm here along with my co-caster Virgil.
Namaste. The thing is, I'm guessing that the entire name, Game Jam Live Act 3, PixelScope presents too long. I get it, but we have to pull through all of that. I am Noob says predicted in 13 11. We got exactly that. So yeah, kudos to you, my guy. Inflix is also in the chat, surprisingly. And to those, I think the only new person is I am Noob. So welcome to the stream, my friend. If you have not subscribed, make sure you please do, because it really, really helps us out. And that's it, man. The second game, we have lined it up. eSports on defense and TR is on attack. I want to see what kind of lineups we see on Haven, because now that eSports has the first map, they can relax. They can, play this second game at least a little bit more chilled than they were doing before. Because on the first half of ASM, like we said, was a very bad or very poor start for eSports, actually, with a very inclined scoreline that was like a 6-1, right?
That's right. And I mean, all the way from 6-1 to 13-11.
Yeah, so 13-11. That's a big lead.
Really?
So that's something. And Deadscope, I think on the first half, I think was one of the weaker arenas, while it was, I'm pretty sure, I think it was Crosshair who picked Reyna as well for TR, and he was doing better. But on the second half, though, something clicked and Deadscope just decimated everyone, ended up being the MVP with the most kills, 28, highest in the lobby. So that's something. I want to see if TR can bring this back for themselves in the second map at least, because, come on, 64 teams to 4 teams. That's besting 60 teams out, plus to have come up. I mean, this whole tournament, lasted more than a month, and to have played this long and then walking away empty-handed would be a little disheartening. I get it, but then again, what are you gonna do about it? Because you literally have to go up against somebody, the best, because all the 4 teams that are in the bracket still are literally some of the best teams that you're going to see on screen right now.
That's right. And I can't help but notice that TR has switched up their agent lineup, while AAE has gone completely with the same exact agents they had used the last map.
Yep.
We're seeing Crosshair switch in for a Sova, and Relic has gone in for a Cypher. Master is using Phoenix, who we didn't see in the last map at all, and we both like him. So wanna see what can be happening here with that. And one thing to notice is that AE still does not have any healers. So let's see if it still works out for them in this map.
Yep. TR has decided to switch out the Sky this time for a Phoenix instead. Shrikar, who asks who won the first match first. Buddy, I want to welcome you to the stream. Thank you for joining us. And eSports ultimately won the first game. It was fun. I would not recommend you to go back and watch that game right now, but after the whole stream is up, you can actually scroll back and watch the previous game. And that's it. Blinds coming in the right time. Inflix gets Stab God. Sharkheim gets Inflix. But that's it. Crosshair and Sharkheim working on tandem to take C control. Now it's a 4v3 and they're going to do a retake. Let's see if it works out for eSports. But Relic there takes away Fluxy. Now bringing that down to a 4v2. This is going to be even more difficult. I don't think Sonic realizes that Phoenix is right there in front of him in the corner. But that's it. Bad positioning. Smoke running out in the worst possible time for Master. And that's it. The flash doesn't come out right away. And he gets punished for it immediately.
That's right. And I mean, this was sick. All these kills coming in. Like
Yep.
there's some stable time, and then again a lot of kills, and again some stable time, and again a lot of kills. And I think this map is gonna be all about retakes, and this is exactly the rhythm we're gonna see, because again, Haven, 3 sites, that means a lot of distributed attack defenders, while attackers can actually go in collectively, and we can see all plans happening easily. But then the retakes are gonna be something that they're gonna have to really look out for.
That is true. And I think when you said there's gonna be a retake match entirely, I think I agree, because in Haven it's the bigger map in the game, right? So most of the time we do end up seeing when teams decide to split or rush into one of the sites, we do see, I think, the plant being put down. That's it. Sova getting tagged, but Omen's still alive, but right as I said, it is no longer alive. It gets taken down by Phoenix, and TR takes the second round for them. This is just like the first half of the last game we saw. TR dominating the first few rounds in the game, but then again Axe turning it around. But this time they're losing on defense. That might be a turning point, because we haven't seen Axe perform very nicely on attack. They didn't get too many rounds. They brought it back to an 8-4, but that was also towards the end of the first half.
That's right. And however, I feel like on a map like Haven, you cannot expect the defending team to do much, because they're always gonna be on a really low man count when it comes to the push, unless and until the attackers are actually splitting and pushing. However, so far I'm seeing the attackers going all in collectively, and the defenders have finally managed to get a man count advantage, however, and that's impressive.
Yep. It's a 3v2 with Fluxy taking doubles, taking away Trap God and Crosshair. Now it's Cypher alone against everyone, but Flicker takes him away. That's it. First round for Axe eSports, looking great. And coming back to that discussion that we were having earlier, Haven being one of the bigger maps, you usually do end up seeing the teams, especially the attackers, they usually end up putting the plant down more often, because you have more chances of rotating, more options to rotate to, because you have 2 extra sites to rotate to, right? You can focus on one, and if you do not want to commit to that side, you have 2 other options. Most probably not B, because B is literally dead right in the center, can be pushed. You can get pinched from all sides. But then again, a C rotate from A is a viable option, and vice versa as well. So we usually do. I agree 100% when you said it was going to be a retake situation throughout the whole game.
Yeah, and I feel like even for retake situations, even for plant situations, C seems a little bit more easy to go than the other 2 sites, because C has only 3 entry points while A has 4. So lesser angles to look out for when the retake situation actually comes into play.
Okay, so Fluxy did manage to get Tap God, even though Tap God was hoisted up in there. Flicker gets Master, but Master also, mind you, got doubles from the same position that he didn't get any kills last time around. Last time he was bagged by Sova instead, but this time around he gets it. Crosshair and Relic taking away every member on Team Axe eSports, with Sonic just left alone this time around, and Sharkheim shuts him down, and that's it. Another round for TR. Very similar to what we saw in the last in the last game.
That's right, and we are on a 1-3 score line. Exactly the same thing.
Yep.
And all we need is like 4 more rounds coming in from the side of TR, I guess. 4 or 3. I'm not completely sure. Such a light buy coming in from A, obviously, like low creds, lower quality guns that can really affect their gameplay. I'm not seeing this next round coming in their favor either.
Okay, so Jet dashes away to safety, manages to keep herself alive, gets tagged by the recon dart, and the other Jet dashing in as well. Tap God gets Flicker, so that's not good. Sonic manages to get Tap God, but Master gets Fluxy. InScope gets Relic. That's a 3v2. Somehow a lot of bodies fell in A, with Reyna cutting them off from behind. That's very, very good on A shot. Nobody saw that coming. I don't think they expected it. Sova, will he be able to get that Sheriff headshot onto him? He does. Wins the Sova v Sova duel, and that's it. TR once again dominating their, with to another round for themselves. That's a 4-1. This is, I think, gonna end up becoming a 6-1 again.
That's right, and it. Yeah, I mean that could really easily happen. However, I'm seeing a good buy coming in from the side of X eSports, and they could actually capitalize on this time around because. Okay, I was gonna say not as strong a buy coming in from the side of TR, but they went for the good guns again. So it's gonna be almost equal guns, but this could be something they can capitalize on finally.
And right now the economy slightly weak on Team Axe Esports. I mean, they have to win this one. If they don't, they will be punished. And Master and TapGod getting both Inflix and Fluxy out of the game. That's a 5v3 situation with 3 men left to do the retake. Flicker coming in, teleporting in from behind. There's coming the flash incoming. Master gets him a little bit of a flicker there, but he still manages to get the kill regardless. Sonic gets TapGod, 1v3 scenario. Sonic with low HP, no shields, gets back by Master, and that's it. Another round for TR.
1-5. Very close to 1-6.
Yeah, 1-6.
I felt like we were gonna see a 2-4 finally, like, you know, a little more climb coming in from the side of X Esports before we actually start, you know, going in the zone where it becomes really steep. But I think that team is just too better constructed to work under pressure.
Yep. Plus, I think that what happened in the first game, like Axe Esports being able to capitalize in the second half because they ended up defending in the second half, that might not happen. We are yet to see them. I mean, we've seen them perform on attack. It wasn't the best, I'm gonna have to say. Plus, I don't have that kind of confidence for them on the second half on attack. We're gonna find out. But they have, you know, one, you know, fail safe because they have the first map. Even if they lose this one, it doesn't matter because then we're gonna walk into the decider game, right? They're still safe. Yeah. They're not gonna be thrown out of the tournament immediately. They're still gonna get another chance to, you know, fight it out in the decider game.
Exactly, and that's gonna prove to be, like, you know, pivotal for them because right now they don't seem strong. However, we have not reached the 6-1 we were looking for, and it has like broken the streak of wins coming in from the side of TR. But still, again, yes, you have very correctly mentioned that on attack we haven't seen X perform well yet. We are still to see that once we go into attack on Haven, because again, Haven is a map that kind of changes the whole system of gaming that goes on in Valorant.
Yep, I want to see chat predictions, guys. Score predictions. Tell me. I do not know what TapGod had in mind when he walked into that, you know, dashed into the side. I mean, I get it. Jet can use that to her advantage because she's too fast to hit when she's dashing. I get it. But then again, if you don't have any information as to who or what is inside the side, just dashing in mindlessly will not work out for your advantage. But they have managed to lose both Jet without getting any frags. Phoenix got one, but that's it. He's been taken out as well. Now they have 3 members to put the spike down. They have the advantage, but I don't want TR to throw that out right away because they have to win Haven regardless of what is happening. Doesn't matter what kind of a score they win with. Might be an overtime win, might be like an inclined score win. Doesn't matter. They have to win if they want to go to Icebox. Otherwise, they're just gonna go home empty-handed, which is not something neither I think the players, neither do we casters, anybody in the chat wants, right?
That's right. And TR currently is looking strong. It is again C retake. This is gonna be difficult, and again, it has become 1v3. Not gonna be, you know, executed. Not easy.
Yep. And that's it. Relic getting 11. I think Relic has been not getting enough credit, and I have to shout it out. That Relic has done an incredible job. Even in the last game, I think he was the one who picked Sky, and this time he switched it out for Cypher, right? And he did an incredible job both with Sky, and he's doing phenomenal job with Cypher as well. He's making the most out of his utility. He's sitting at 11 kills, highest in the lobby right now. We're gonna see if that happens, you know, even after when the game ends. Is he still gonna be sitting at the top? But right now he's doing a phenomenal job, you know, managing to keep his team ahead of the others, and Fluxy gets Tap God with a shorty. Now shorty kills. I'm not a big fan of that gun because that gun just pisses me off. 2 bullets, they don't even land correctly, and it just, or maybe I'm not just good enough for that gun probably. But that's it. 2v1 scenario with Crosshair shutting Deathscope down, and another round for TR.
How quick was that? All these kills coming in like a yeah. Ever seen those times when a lot of bans come in from Battle Eye on Siege? It was literally like that. Everything popping just one after the other.
It's like those super chats that you can't read, for those big streamers because they go too fast. You can't even read them.
That's right.
Once again, team Axe eSports stacking on to B side. I wanted to know who picked Haven because that information would be nice to know. Deathscope opening it up, takes away Tap God, but Relic gets him indeed, and Deathscope refragging Relic out. So it's a 4v3. They've lost Cypher and Jet. I think Jet, especially Tap God, not having the best of games in this map at least. He was doing a very great job on Ascent. Having a good time at least, but right now I don't see him making the most out of Jet. Plus Jet has become quite a difficult agent to play because all of her abilities have been nerfed. They're more expensive now. The smokes and the updrafts almost the smokes cost double what they used to, from 100 to 200 creds, so that's a lot. You have to use them more judiciously now. Plus Cypher has now side A completely covered with all of his utilities. He is all set to hold that side down by himself. Omen, on the other hand, on attackers, it has lost half of his HP. And just as I say that, the guy with the full HP gets fragged, and Sharkheim is taken out as well. And that's one round for Axe eSports. That's good. 7-3. I mean, they're doing. This is like exactly what happened in the first game.
That's right. We saw 8-4 coming in, I guess.
Yeah.
And after that, we moved into the second half, and it looks like that may exactly be the score for this first half as well.
This is a nice
Exactly. And it's very it's almost like a mirrored image. Like it's a 7-3. We're just like a few rounds away from 8-4.
Yeah.
That might just end up happening. I want to see. If anybody's watching, tell me in the chat if that's what's going to happen, or do you see actually somebody take advantage? And look at that, Relic opening it up. Flicker is gone, Sonic's gone as well. 5v3.
Already we're seeing like the scoreboard coming so badly, crashing in for Axe eSports. They have literally 2 people remaining with 4 on the other side, but this is not completely impossible because again Reyna is built for these kind of things, and they both have their ultimates online. There's a tag. Ooh, Sharkheim used that tag as a bait.
Yep. And that's it. Last chance for Axe eSports to get another round for themselves. So we're gonna see an exact same scoreline for the second half that we saw in the first game, or we're gonna see something different. We want to see a 9-3, but that would not be very good for Axe eSports. Plus they will be pushed on to attack. I mean, their lineup is good enough. They have a Jet and they have a Phoenix. Now Phoenix is one of the best agents to have on your team, but then again, Jet needs to be taken. Has to be a lot of value has to be taken out of her, utilities and her kit. But right now, Tap God struggling to climb up that ladder because he's at the bottom right now with 4 kills, and he needs to do more because the Sentinel has the highest kills right now. Relic has the highest kills on it.
Alright, so okay, that wasn't the first plan. A lot of kills coming in from the side of TR, making the man count go in the favor of the attackers, and defenders are gonna be watching in from tower. Okay, that's actually a good spot. Tower is a good spot, so I'm not gonna say this is undoable. There go 2 kills coming in from Fluxy. 1v1. Who is gonna get?
Oh my god, how did he lose that? He had the Vandal. Why didn't he go with it? He got like 2 people off the top of those boxes by dashing into it, and then he got 2 on A short, which was beautiful. He only had to take away Cypher, but then again he goofed it for some reason, and now we're gonna see TR with most of the advantage on their side because they have 9 rounds. That's a 6-round advantage onto them. And it's going to be difficult for Team eSports to bring this back because they're still on the incline. But then again, they have the first map on their side, so they can relax. It's being balanced out, but imagine if you won the first map, you want to win the second one as well, right? You don't want to go to the decider.
That's right. I mean, after coming so far, you wouldn't want to risk it. So
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
see eSports, trying to get this one, but it's completely not looking in their favor so far.
Yep. Reina gets the first frag onto Master and Dead Scope. This guy just absolutely, what should I say, one of the best Reinas that I've seen in the game, in the tournament so far, because this guy has taken, look at that, Sonic gets Sharkheim because he managed to get the tag. I thought Omen was, right off the hook because he was almost out of the way, but he still got bagged. And that's it. eSports Starly is, slowly working on that charm that they have in the second half. So this is what I get. Like TR, super good in the first half. eSports, super good in the second half. Doesn't matter what role they're playing.
That's right. And I mean, this was a way to make a entry into the second half, like a flawless soon as you step into it. Pretty impressive. And again, on Haven, being an attacker is not that not that expensive. You can actually do good as an attacker on Haven.
That is true. I want to see what kind of game plan eSports has on attack because I have to see if we are yet to see eSports put up an impressive performance on attack because in the first game that didn't happen. They did it on defense, and right now I think the read was wrong because they expected them to move into C, but they have it at A. The plant is down. Let's see if the retake happens. I don't think eSports is expecting Master to be all the way back behind them.
That's right. However, I mean, with that low of a man count coming in from both from the side of the defenders, that's not gonna be that expensive. And again, two flawless in a row on the roll swap. I feel like X is coming in strong right now.
And you saw that, right? 3 kills right off the bat for eSports walking into Haven. They didn't even let them do a retake. Plus, there was no retake. 9-5 gap closing in fast. They have 4 rounds to make back, and I'm pretty sure they can do it. Like so far, their first 2 rounds on attack has been flawless. They have managed to pull it off real smooth, and it's working out for them. The lineup especially is working out for them this time around. Not gonna say that for One Tap God, but the rest is definitely working out for them.
Maybe we'll see One Tap God kind of climb up a little.
Yep, especially this guy Relic and Dead Scope, man. I'm very, very impressed with TR Relic's performance on the Cypher, and I'm very impressed with Dead Scope's Reina on Team eSports because very, very impressive. The plant has been put down. They're gonna go for the defuse real quick. Let's see if they can hold on to that. They won't. Sova gets bagged. It's a 4v3. They're gonna lose Jet as well. Master gets Sonic but gets refrags, and that's it. Once again, eSports doing so good at second half. Why does this not happen in the first half? Where is this magic going? Like, I don't see this happen. Like, it's like a on and off switch.
That's right. I mean, again, I think whenever these players go in for any job interview on their resume, they can definitely mark works well under pressure.
That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot.
It's kind of weird because in the first half they were getting bagged over and over again. It's like they were playing like bots, and now all of a sudden the tables have turned and TR is having a difficult time while eSports is dominating. They have not lost any of their attack rounds yet. They are yet to make lose on attack, and if they don't, if just as I say that Deathscope gets Relic, if TR cannot force Team eSports to lose on attack, this is going to be devastating. All of that hard work that they did in the first half once again would be nullified just as it did in the first half. And TR right now in the pressure situation because they have to win Inflix gets Crosshair. It's a 4v2. Two people retake won't be happening because Sharkheim's gone as well. And that's it. Inflix getting Master out of the game. And 9-7. That is very, very good for Axe Esports.
That's right, and a really, really strong climb. I mean, not a single ditch since the second half began, and I mean that's impressive. Four wins in a row for a team which was not even having 4 total wins in the first half.
Yep.
That's a leap.
That's what I'm so like. I don't get it. If I had that on and off switch, like I don't know what it is, I would keep that switch on all the time if I could get kills like that and have good rounds. And that's, look at that, TapGod getting Fluxy out of the game so early on, but let's go getting the refrag. What happened there? Relic saw him, decided not to engage the radar, and instead went for the Sova punishing him regardless. Master gets Sonic, but that's it. 3v2. They are struggling to keep their members alive.
Spike down, C.
And they have the jump on him anyways. You saw that, right? Because
That's right.
he used his run it back, and they had his spawn location in their sights, and that was it. Another round for Axe Esports. We are 1 round away from an equalizer.
That is true, and I mean, this one round, like really took all the efforts coming in from TR to make it an equal of 2v2. But soon as that happened, another kill came in from the side of Axe, making it a 2v1, and then Phoenix was left completely alone. Even though Phoenix is doing like the best in their team, I mean, that was not a very easy situation for Phoenix.
That is true. Look at that. Omen's aggression on the A short for some reason. And look at that. Sharkheim Crosshair on tandem, taking away 2 members from Team Axe Esports. And that's it. Somehow they've brought the man count down to even numbers with 3-3 on both teams. Sova quite low on HP. Master taking away Inflix, and TapGod and Crosshair eliminating Fluxy, and they won on a save round. So that's good.
That is right. I mean, a save round which goes completely into the side of TR also takes us away from the equalizer we were hoping to see. Pretty much the same score, 10-8. We saw this the last game. Yes.
And
this is literally replicating.
Yep, exactly. The exact mirror image of what was happening. And the thing is, TR desperately needs this win. They do not want to go for the equalizer. They have to win this match. Doesn't matter how they win it, like I said. They just have to win.
That's right. Otherwise, they stand no shot of, becoming the third score holder on this tournament.
Exactly. Plus, it'll be. I personally would be kind of disappointed. I mean, I would want them to at least walk into the decider game, and it's fun to always cast and watch a decider game. And look at that, Crosshair gets dead scope. That's a TR, I think, starting to take things seriously because they realize what kind of a situation they are in right now, and it's not a very good one. I mean, they are very close. I mean, they obviously have the lead 10-8, and they're already taking this into a 5v1, pushing Omen to a very difficult position. And let's see if Omen can clutch it, but I don't really see that happening because 1v5 is in, all of the odds, like 100% odds stacked against you, right? It's going to be very, very difficult. Plus, the 2-round lead that they have, it's not much. TR needs to realize that because if given the opportunity, Axe Esports will take that opportunity away, and it might actually, fall apart, and Axe might just walk away with 3rd place.
That's right. This was a very clever, plant, but again, Sova is still alive. It's really gonna be easy to find out where Flicker is, and that's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Crosshair has taken Flicker out, making it another round for TR. 8-11. We're very close to a match point now.
Yep, and this would be good for Axe Esports, and I don't think not Axe Esports apparently, TR, because TR needs to win for if we want to walk in an icebox, and Axe Esports shouldn't be worried because they have the first map, and they are on tandem with TR, right? They're not losing by a big gap. It's just 3 rounds, and they've done so far. If you look at the scoreboard, it's the scores, the kills, they're pretty very balanced. Like Master has 18 with Sonic on 17, then Relic has 15, Deathscope with 14. It's very close, right?
Yep. The only huge difference comes in when you look at the bottom fraggers, and I guess it's not even Flicker's job to have too many kills.
Yep.
But One Tap God does need to climb up that ladder because, like, again, being Jet, you don't want to be the bottom fragger of your team.
That is
Your team does need you for more than just being dead.
Mhm. I mean, that's what Jet is like. Jet is like most probably the people's favorite. What should I say?
Fragger?
Duelist in the
Yeah.
game. I mean, she was not supposed to be the poster. The poster child for Valorant. Viper was supposed to be the poster child because when they introduced the game, Viper was in the poster. But somehow Jet and Phoenix have ended up becoming, the image
favorites?
of Valorant.
Yeah.
The image of Valorant itself. They represent the game entirely. And I would say if we had to choose between, if we voted between Phoenix and Jet, I'm pretty sure Jet would win because there are
Yep.
a lot of Jet mains other than, I would say,
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix mains out there. And I think, Phoenix is all good. He comes with good heals. He comes with 2 flashes. It's great. But then again, Jet with her mobility, you can be more aggressive. And it suits people, especially who love to be super aggressive with their games and are super confident of their aim. Coming back to the game, we can see Crosshair bringing out that Hunter's Fury, and he actually manages to get Flicker with very early on in the game. So he took away Omen down. Omen is not the agent you would want to lose early in the game because that means no more smokes. I mean, forget the teleports, that is his alone. But the smokes really do help you. And Tab got takes away Jet as well. So that's a 4v3 with just Cypher, Sova, and Reyna left to do all of the work. Now Deathscope can actually manage to pull it off, but let's see if he can. He's alone. He comes in, gets back by Sharkheim. It's a 4v2. What do you think is going to happen from here on?
I mean, this one seems easy for the defending side, but are they gonna be able to, keep it going that way? Because we have seen eSports being able to, work well on the post-plan scenarios, and this has come to it. But One Tap got on his operator. Okay, so it is gonna be the defender's round. He's really good with that. We just saw that happen like a couple of rounds ago.
Yep. Zuko asks, Kazuya not in eSports? Apparently not. I'm pretty sure any of the members that have not showed up for eSports today are going through some issues that they haven't been able to solve. We were told that actually, some members of eSports are having issues today, which is why they won't be able to play. Which is why we have, I think, Inflix and Deathscope playing for them tonight.
I do miss seeing Kazuya though. Kazuya would play something really random like Brimstone, and we would just be watching that and be like, okay, that's some utility we're not seeing being played in the whole tournament, but here it is. Yeah, I do miss seeing Kazuya, but he's not here today, so that's just something.
Get out of my way!
But anyway, we are now on match point, so I'm just gonna point that out. And Deathscope gets Master, but One Tap got Sonic. That's the refrag. That's a 4v4. Plus, Reyna was unable to get health back to herself. She has lost all of her shields. There's the blind incoming. Jet's gonna peek, and Tap God gets Fluxy anyway. There's the Empress. I mean, Deathscope has Empress on, but that's not gonna help her last long because no shields, no health. That's not the kind of situation you wanna be in. Omen with the TP, but he's lucky because he is gonna TP after the tag by Cypher ultimate. So that's it. He's gonna put the plant down, and it's a 4v3 retake with Reyna very low on HP. And every member on TR right now with full HP, if they can pull this off, this is it. We are walking onto Icebox with a 1-1 score, which is gonna be epic.
That's right, and I mean, definitely want to see that happen. We are seeing TR kind of trying to take this. They have taken this round, and we are on a win for TR. Moving into Icebox, we are.
Yep, and that is it, man. That is it. I'm happy that we're gonna have the third game. This is gonna be our first best of three decider map that we're gonna have right off the bat. And the thing is, I think this will be our first in this tournament, right? At least for
Yeah.
Act 3, because we haven't had any so far. I mean, we had plans to have all these BO3 games, but didn't happen. And right now we gotta walk into our first overtime. I'm kind of nervous and kind of excited as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Icebox.
Yep.
I am too excited to hold that in. But yeah, Icebox with these teams who are like, constantly switching between their top players, it's gonna be super strong because again, we saw Dead Scope being like on the top the last game, and this time he's on 4th place. Not to say that Dead Scope is not doing good, just to say that all the players in themselves are so competitive and so like indecisive. Like you cannot sit on the outside and be like, all right, this team is playing this one player is gonna be the one on the top. No, they're all coming in with their best and bringing us a really interesting and leveled match to watch.
That is true. This time around, Master switching onto that Phoenix really helped him out because he is sitting on 18, being the MVP of the game. With and look at that, Dead Scope once again with the highest amount of first bloods. This time he did one better than the last game. This time he's sitting on a 7. So that's something. And Sonic with 17 kills for Team eSports sitting at the top on his lobby. I mean on his team. Sorry.
Yep.
And it's gonna be fun because we're gonna see what happens on Icebox. Now, Icebox is a very unpredictable, very finicky map, should I say? Because I don't feel comfortable when I'm playing Icebox, and it was one of the first new maps that came into the game. The game launched with Ascent, but people were pretty much used to it because they didn't complain. It was just the game just launched with that. I think Icebox was the first new map they got, and everybody just lost their minds when it came out. People were like, why does this map, why is it this way, why is it that way, why is this map that does this and not this? It's so many complaints. People hated it. I was one of them, but I'm gonna have to say that now that they've balanced it out, they've made a lot of changes onto the agents. I think the Icebox has started to become a fan favorite now. We're gonna see especially agents like Viper. They're very good, built to be specific. She's very strong on Icebox. So I'm hoping somebody picks up Viper, perhaps a Killjoy. We haven't seen anybody run a Killjoy in any of the last 2 games. I want to see if
even Race.
Yeah, I want to see if any of these 2 teams decides to actually switch their lineup in the 3rd game.
We did see TR go for a completely new lineup on the 2nd map, so I am trying to look for something really new coming in from them one more time. And for X, I'm not sure if we're gonna see any changes, but if we do, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I want to ask my mods if we can directly jump into the 3rd game. Can we? Is the lobby ready to do that? And then I think we don't need to take another break and we can just walk into the 3rd game because we really need to find out who is taking 3rd place. I need answers.
That's
I
right.
don't need sleep.
That's right.
We have, I think, switched another member. I think we have Simple this time around for eSports, switching their members in and out. Instead of I don't remember who they switched out of their team.
They switched Flicker out.
Flicker out for Simple. Once again, we're going to see Fluxy go with the Sage this time. Dead Scope is going to stick with the usual Reyna. And just like I said, we're going to see Sonic with the Viper this time around. Now, Viper is very good on Icebox. I just want to point it out. All her utilities just fall right into place when it comes to Icebox. Her wall, her Poison Cloud, and her Snake Bites. Very good lineups, can be used, especially on side B. Is super effective. I want to see if TR decides to do the same thing. If they're going to go with the Viper. I'm seeing Crosshair sitting on Viper. I'm seeing Relic sitting on a Sage. So we're going to see a very identical, lineup. We're not going to see Killjoy, sadly. Yeah. and no brimstones. And but then again, you have Viper for that purpose, right? I want to see if it's Crosshair or is it gonna be Sonic who's gonna be the better Viper out of these two.
That's right. I mean, I am gonna be putting my bets on Crosshair because I have seen Crosshair do really good with the Reyna, and I am expecting him to do really good with the Viper as well.
Yep.
Not to say
Pratish-
that Sonic did any less, but just
Yeah.
my eyes are more on Crosshair.
Pratyasha Behra. Okay, this time it's Pratyasha, not Pratyush. She's here. Welcome to the stream. If you're enjoying, I mean, obviously you subscribed, so thank you for joining us.
Here.
Anyway, guys, this is our last decider game. If you guys have been sticking through the whole, series, it's gonna be fun because tomorrow we have our final setup. Same time, tune in. Do not miss that. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be Fufu Esports against I think it's D2D, right?
Yep.
Yep. It's gonna be epic because it's the finals, man. It's the big game.
That's right. And we are seeing, I think, not equal amount. We are seeing 60% ghosts going into the game with 40% classics coming in.
Yep. I mean, classic is good, not very good on accuracy when it comes to moving shots, especially when you're strafing and trying to shoot it. The classic, not the best gun, which is why people switch it out with the ghost, because the ghost offers the most accuracy in the pistol, in all of the pistols that the game has to offer. And I think it's one of my favorite guns in the game. Straight away, just feels right, it feels right in your hands.
That's right. I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I have only played the game once, and in that one time,
Ooh,
I had 3
don't say
kills
that.
all by a ghost.
Don't say that, but that at least you had a good experience with the gun, so that's all that matters anyway. So I'm hoping that Deathscope once again gets all of the first bloods in the game, because he does kind of really he has taken the best out of that Reyna. And Reyna was a difficult agent to start with. She's even more difficult now, considering that she has been nerfed. Now you can just have two stacks, or I don't know, 2 units of you can switch between your health or your cloak, and you can do it only twice. But in the beginning, when she came out, you could do it 4 times.
That's quite some nerf.
Yep. And that means she was technically unstoppable. So
Yep.
okay,
I am
so-
seeing Pratyasha say it is Pratyush, so well, I think he has logged in from someone else's ID. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Pratyush. I have literally had him on all of the streams, I guess. Doesn't miss out
Alright.
any of those.
All right. Pratyasha, bro, I get it. It's you. I just know that you're using your. I'm assuming Pratyasha is your sister. Now that is a very interesting choice for names.
Yes.
Pratyash and Pratyasha. How nice.
I
Is
remember
this-
mentioning it on my stream that his name is like pretty uncommon.
Yeah.
I used to
it's-
think
it's-
mine was, but it isn't.
Yeah. But that's nice. You always join us on our stream, right? So big shout out to you, my man.
Yes.
Anyway, we're going for we're gonna go for a rehost because we have issues. Yep, we have issues with this one, so we're gonna rehost quickly. Don't go anywhere. Get your refills. Meanwhile, let's see. I wanna just put this out there that both TrueRippers and eSports have done phenomenal jobs so far throughout the tournament. I mean, the number of matches they've played, they have won some of those games very nicely, should I say, or should I say with inclined score lines, and some of them were very hard, to win, but they did manage to win in the end. And so far they're in they're playing for 3rd place, so that's a long way they've come through. And I would not want to see this 3rd game to be an inclined game as well. So far both these teams are pretty balanced. They balance each other out very nicely. Even though one of them is dominating in the first half, we see that even down right off in the second. So that's I have to acknowledge the effort both these teams are putting up.
That's right. And I mean, for some reason, whenever we move into Icebox, I'm reminded of that one evil match we had where they had to play 4v5 for most of it because one of their agents could not join back.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah, and
it is a
imagine
good
playing
map.
handicapped game is like a next level confidence. And Crosshair's smoke cloud is that poison cloud apparently, because I always get the utility names wrong. And now you can see that eSports is stacking on to B. There comes the one-way poison cloud. Viper gets tagged. There's the wall coming in as well. So they're rushing into side B. Now we're gonna see a 5-man retake happen on side B, and we're gonna find out if that works out for Team PR or is it gonna work out for Team eSports, because so far nobody's falling, but Reina losing quite a bit of HP, but she's regaining. There's a Sage. Now this is how Sage changes the game, because you can give health back, and there's the resurrection. I think that's one of the best utilities in the game. There's the wall coming in. Jet gets back, PixelScope gets back, and the wall just saves the defuse, and that's it. PR taking the first round elegantly, because that wall just cut off any of the resistance that was going to come out from eSports.
That's right. And this may be the most strat heavy round I saw in the game today, because everything up till now was a lot of utility and a lot of gunfight, but this was literally strategy. And that too, on point. Perfect execution of strategy.
Perfect execution, exactly. Plus, that wall was used so nicely. I'm kind of jealous, because I like to see a good stage on my team. Usually doesn't happen, but yeah. That's it. You get to learn things every day, because when you host these kind of games, you see these players going, performing. You learn from them, and they get so creative with their utilities and stuff, and making creative angles. It's fun.
That's right. And I mean, are we gonna be seeing an all retake game on this as well? They are using the walls really well, man. I mean, the walls are coming in at exact points and at good enough angles to give equal input coming in from both sides.
Yep. And there's Shark time to cover the rotate. Sonic gets Relic with doubles. That's good. It's a 2v2. Seems simple. I have a hard time spelling that up, but simple gets him, and that's a 2v1. They don't see the radar, but that's it. Simple gets the refrag on the Shark time, and that's it. First round for eSports. A very equalizer right off the bat. It's a 1-1.
Fun fact, Pratyasha, Pratyush said his family has a ritual of naming everybody with a PRA. That's a really nice ritual.
Hope you do that with your kids, my man.
Yes, and we would like to know their names once they're named.
Yes, make sure you keep the family tradition running. Right now we're gonna see Viper and Reina sitting at B. I want to see if eSports actually decides to be slightly more tactical about this, because there's Viper sitting behind watching the flank. There is a flank incoming from B, and I want to see if Viper actually manages to put that out, or is she gonna be a tough spot. There's also Sage watching mid, so Sage can also cut that rotation off, but they're only backed by Spectre. And Viper gets Fluxy out of the game, and losing Sage, the first agent to lose, is not the best, because Sage is one of the most, or if not the most important agent in the game.
That's right, but then Viper is coming in for the revenge of Sage, taking in 2 kills at once, making it a 3v3, which becomes a 3v1 very quickly with those 2k coming in from TapCon.
Yep. Plus, you have to say that Master got a Vandal by getting the other Sova out of the game, so that's a big trade that he managed to pull off, because that's gonna save him a lot of creds in the next round, and he's gonna keep that gun. Even if he dies out, doesn't matter, one of his teammates is gonna pick it up anyway, so that's a lot of money saved. And TapGod gets inflicts with a Marshall. Now okay, so if I remember correctly, Inflix was the guy playing Cypher last game, right? So he has switched onto the Jet this time around, and I want to see if he can actually, get, as much value as he got out of Cypher, if he can do the same on Jet, because the playstyle is very different when it comes to playing Jet and Cypher. Cypher is much more, a passive agent. You want to play him a little on the back foot, gathering intel, watching the flank on for your team is more defensive compared to Jet, who is you want to play her super aggressive. Her kit is built for that.
That's right. I feel like Jet is one of those agents that you can, send in alone for the beginning, and then she can just take a few kills, give you all the intel of, how many people are in there, and you can go in for a plant. So I think on defense, Jet is OP with all of that, intel collection and fragging that goes on.
Yeah. Now I have to give it to Master for this round, because he took away 3 people. He took away Simple, Deathscope, and Inflix by himself, holding side A, which is impressive. Now there's just 2 members holding it. Sarkhan gets 1 and Crosshair gets 1, and he literally set that round up for TR by himself single-handedly on side A, which is very, very impressive for them. And now TR once again. Now I have to say that TR is, I don't know how they do it, but first half they just own it every time, and then they get owned in the second half by eSports, which is not good. And I hope that does not happen this time around, because Axe would want to, TR would want to win, and on the other hand, Axe would want that as well. You do not want to lose so many rounds in the first half.
That's right. It's gonna be equally harmful to both the teams if they lose too many rounds on the first half, because the one team that has a higher score is gonna feel bad if the other team actually executes a comeback, and the team that has lower score is gonna have a hard time making a comeback. So yeah, you don't want to give that score line, so much of a tilt. You want to live on more leveled grounds.
Yep. This time around, Fluxy yet to make an impact on the game, doesn't quite have any frags as of yet, and Deathscope has been taken out by One Tap God with the Operator. Now this time they have put this spike down. Fluxy gets Relic, the Sage taken out, but Master gets him anyway. Inflix takes out Sharkheim. Now there's the Viper ultimate been put down, so it's gonna be difficult, because the moment you walk into that pit, it means you're gonna be losing, you're gonna get DK, which means you're gonna be losing HP fast. You might regain it, but you're gonna lose all your shields very, very quickly, and that's it. They get it. Axe eSports use the Viper's pit to their advantage, and they get another round for themselves. Now this game is way more balanced, or back and forth, than the last 2 games that we had previously.
Can someone get this? Careful.
That's right. And I am liking this, because back and forth rounds coming in for both the teams with good number of switches happening constantly, that gives me an idea that both are going to be good on their economy, and not a big difference of what kind of guns they can afford. So this is going to be a game of skill more than just a streak.
Yep. And One Tap God, man, doesn't get a double, but he already got 1 dead coming in the reflag. He gets Viper. So Inflix has been bought back, but they lose Sonic in the process. Doesn't matter. One Tap God, I think, has done his job. Crosshair has been sitting in side A with the Viper's pit, so he is equipped to hold that side alone. Pratyush says that my hairstyle is nice. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, buddy. But the thing is, there's a problem in that. I am losing hair. That's the problem. And the reason I am growing my hair out is to mask the effect that I'm losing hair. So anyway, thank you so much. And coming back into the game, Axe eSports losing members left and right. TR right now has absolute control of both sides. But Deathscope might have something to say about that. Takes away Master. Now it's a 3v2. But TapGod gets him anyway. Now Sova has the spike. Do you see him putting it down?
I don't think he'll have enough time, because he is pinched. He is pinched. Everybody is on site A. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
think he'll get the chance.
he used that dart so nicely. He
That he
put it
did.
down, he took away Viper, and he took her out the moment she got tagged. The Viper's pit did not help her at all. But then again, TapGod got him anyway, so that's it. Another round for TR. But TR needs to understand that the margin they're winning or leading with right now is just 2 rounds. And they've seen eSports do this before, right?
Yeah.
They're not a team you want to take lightly.
That's right. I mean, they do come up really strong on the second half, so you don't want to give them any rounds on the first half if you want to assure yourself a win. Because when it comes to X, I think 4 is too many. So if they have 4 rounds in the first half, second half is not gonna be very difficult for them.
That is true. I want to see if look at this time around. eSports is not even watching their flag. They are just literally hammering their way through it. Decided trying to brute force their way in and trying to take A control. There's a flank coming in. 3 people coming in behind them. So if they don't check that, they're gonna lose, because taking off 1 is not enough. But they're losing in members head first in the fight that's in front of them. They don't have anybody to take care of what's coming in from behind. Relic takes away Fluxy. Now it's just Deadscope. Gonna have to do everything, and TapGod just shuts him down. I think ever since TapGod has bought that operator, he hasn't missed a shot. He has managed to get at least 1 every single round. And since they haven't been able to get him, means he's still running that operator, and that's gonna be a problem for eSports. They wanna take him out as soon as possible.
That's right, and we are already seeing a lead finally building up on the side of TR.
Yep.
But is it gonna be huge enough for X to break?
Yep. Okay, smoke cloud there on top of the container. Poison cloud again. I get those names right. Technically it is a smoke, but then again, she applies a decay stat on that, so yeah, I'm gonna have to say it's a poison cloud. And then, just like I said, TapGod gets another one right off the bat. He's been shutting down the members on eSports. The eSports members haven't been able to take those entry frags with that operator running on one TapGod. He's using it to its full effect.
That's right. We are seeing a man count advantage coming in for the side of TR, which is again something we don't want to see anymore, because X does need to buck up a little.
Right here.
Actually, a lot.
Look at that. Sonic gets Bastard, but Crosser gets him out of the game as well. So that's the refrag. It's 3v2, not quite undoable for eSports. Now, eSports has to, watch the denial. They have to deny it, because right now, TR is building. On top of that, there's the shock dart incoming. It gets 1. It doesn't get the second. Sage still going at it. I want to see if they can pull it off. There it is. TapGod gets simple, and defenders somehow managed to get the defuse. Sage is still alive, but that won't mean anything because they didn't get the round, and that's going to cost them. eSports right now struggling in the second half, and I get it. They struggled in the first game and the second game in the first half. That's fine, but you don't really want to walk into the second half when it's a best of 3 in the decider game, because that means you're pushing yourself into that kind of a steep corner, right? It's a lot of pressure to take.
That's right, and I mean, I'm seeing that eSport does put in the plans pretty efficiently, but once they've done that, they are having a really hard time holding on to it. So I get it, in Icebox it's a little bit tougher to hold on to your plans, but you really got to try and utilize the opportunity of being able to use higher and lower grounds both, while the defender is still not aware of your exact precise location.
Yeah, Crosshair just stepped out of his Viper spit to take somebody out, and he got refragged by Shark. I think it was Deadscope, right? So that's good. eSports now has the lead, and they have managed to take away TapGod, right? So TapGod has finally lost the operator that he had in his hands so far, and he won't be able to buy another one right off the bat. However, there has been a change where I think the amount required to buy the operator has been reduced. I think it was something 5,200 if I'm not wrong, and it has been taken down to 4,900 or 700 apparently, which is pretty good because now it's available for cheap. And just as I say that, TapGod has actually decided to go for the operator instead. He has done a force buy, 0 creds on him right now. He has gone for it. I don't think eSports will be expecting that, but he has it, which means it could be devastating if they do not, do decide to engage him, because they're not winning that fight. They're not coming out of that alive.
That's right. I mean, you don't even want to try going into something like that. We are still on a 5v5 with no blood taken out. Okay, soon as I say that, one tap god gets taken out of the chart,
Yeah,
making it a man count. Yeah, and this is finally a man count advantage coming in for the side of eSports. Seems like they're gonna be building back up on their tiny little, streak of wins.
Yep, and that's a beautiful, flawless round coming in from eSports, and this is a good score. Now I'm comfortable watching, like 6-4. This is good. Now you have ample space to at least move around when you walk into the second half, right? But at 6-1, a 6-2, that's not good. That's not the kind of score you would be comfortable sitting on, right? It's very, very what should I say? I wouldn't be comfortable, at least. That's all, and I would definitely say that. And TapGod now can no longer, he's there. Yep, TR has decided to go for a save. They're all running sheriffs because they could not, even if they went with the first by DeathScope, manages to take him out early on in the game. And that means what? That they have done a lot of economy damage onto them. And there it is! Sonic, Simple, and DeathScope in tandem, taking away 3 members from TR right off the bat.
Player standing.
And we are in a 1v5. Is it gonna be a flawless, or is Master gonna be able to break that flawless round into at least 1 kill damage? Let's see. Master is trying to be very cautious and currently does not have anyone on his way, but here goes the plan, and that's gonna be a retake. So I think he's just gonna save his soul and run off.
Yep. Simple is CSGO world #1 player. Now you have, I think Pratyush deleted a message, but I already read it. Should I expose it? Huh? Big expose, exposing. This should be a stream about me exposing him. I know what you said. It's like that movie, right? I know what you did last summer.
Yes.
But anyway, coming back into the game, we might just walk into the second half with an equalizer. Now that would be something very, very spicy, because that means none of the teams really have any sort of advantage. Everybody is going back to square one. And right now, eSports just 1 round behind that. I don't know if TR has a plan for that, but they have full buys on them this time around, and one tap god gets inflicts right away. That's a 5v4 early on in the game. That's not good for eSports. Let's see if they can still manage to take B side control. Let's go missing Sage, and I don't think he expects Reyna to be behind the container, and that's it. He loses to Sharkheim, but Fluxy there to take the refrag. But then again, they lost Reyna, but apparently there's the res. But he gets killed again by TapGod. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
TapGod gets taken out as well by Simple, and then we're seeing Relic taking Sonic out. We're in a 3v2. It's not gonna be very difficult, but okay, 3v1. Now that is difficult.
Yep.
That being taken out leaves us on a 7-5, which is again a better score than the first map. So I'm not completely writing a comeback off.
Area F2 ripoff mobile version of Rainbow Six Siege. Ubisoft claimed copyright of the server. What? So the server Area F2 is shut. Okay, I don't know what Area F2 is. Apparently it's a ripoff game for Siege, perhaps. Mobile ripoff game. Yes, I think I've heard about it. I definitely heard Ubisoft, shutting down one of those ripoff games before this whole pandemic situation happened. Because there was apparently something that came out that was a ripoff. But then again, yeah, Ubisoft is not a big fan of ripoff stuff, and they usually shut those things down. And coming back to this game, however, we're gonna see that there is not gonna be an equalizer, and TR won't allow that. And TR now sitting on 7-5. It's a 2-round lead. Now Axe might want to take advantage. Look at the caution on both these teams. And Inflix taking out Sharkheim. So Reyna is out of the game right now. It's a 4v5. Now losing Reyna is not the best because Reyna is one of the few agents who can heal herself by getting frags onto from enemy frags, so that means what? That if you are good with your kills, it means that you are rewarded for those kills immediately, right?
That's right. And I mean, we are seeing some really strange, like, man count changes coming in here for both the teams. Very back and forth. But this one, I'm hoping X to take this.
Yeah.
Even though they're running low on the man count.
Pratyush says अपना भी कुछ image है, ऐसे बदनाम नहीं होना. Don't worry, bro. You are the most pristine, should I say, subscriber on this channel, and we value your presence. Don't worry about that. 7-6. Now Axe eSports has actually managed to win their first defense round. Now that's good, and this is 7-6. We might just see a 7-7. Guys, I want tell me score predictions to anybody who's watching. I want to know what kind of scores we might see in the second half, the end game.
That's right.
Like,
I mean,
who's gonna get third place? Pick your sides now.
Exactly, and hype them up, because honestly, I'm pretty sure they're watching somewhere or the other. Because, yeah, everybody wants to know who's on their side. So yeah. We did see one message coming in from Inflix on the chat, so you know your teams are watching. Give them all the support, give them all the love. They really need it, because even though it's about skills, it's not any less about support.
Yep, look at that. TR just barging right in, trying to make their place right in A, and they have successfully managed to put the plan down, but they're losing members as I say, and that's it. Master trying to take away Reyna, that's come in from behind, but they're not successful so far. Now Sage is kind of stuck. She's alone, and that's it. Deadscope getting both Relic and Master, and another round for TR. Now, X eSports. Now X eSports made that rotate, especially for Reyna, beautifully, and none of the shots from I think it was Master actually managed to hit Reyna. And Deathscope just got both of them single-handedly.
That's right. And now 5 rounds from here, one of the team is gonna take home their third place prize. Yes.
Yep. And don't worry, guys. We have the next tournament lined up and ready. It's gonna start in the first. I think the proper date is 10th of July. So you're gonna see the some of these teams that we had in Act 3 go to Act 4 to fight it out, because I'm pretty sure to those who lost, they don't really, they're angry and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have something to say about who wins in the next one, because in the next one we're gonna have less amount of streams. That I just want to put that out there. We're gonna have streams starting from top 16, but those streams are gonna be nice. Make sure you tune in, and we have something big cooking, so it's gonna be a surprise for everyone. To those who subscribe, so don't go anywhere. We'll push out those announcements soon enough. Stay tuned.
We are seeing an advantage coming in for the side of TR for the very first time. Very quickly in the second half, TR has actually taken a lead. We generally don't see TR, coming back into action for a really long time into second halves, but this is quick.
But isn't Axis? TR is exactly. TR has a 1-round lead finally, and they want to build on it, because that's not something you just want to throw away. You have it for a reason, right? And for some reason nobody's checking in on Reyna, but Reyna has goofed all of her shots. None of them even touched Sage. She had the jump on him. What happened there?
That was unexpected. I mean, I was not expecting such carelessness in the third place matches, but we are seeing it. Feels like both our teams are already tired and want to just get done with this.
Yep, exactly. I mean, that's what stands out, because when you have best of 3 games, imagine when best of 5 games, because you have to keep on playing, and only the good team, remains intact with some of their strength and mental game still intact, because you have to keep on playing, even playing one game, which is like stretched out, and they have played all their games with score lines like 13-11 twice, right? So that's like
Yep.
those are not short games, those are super long stretched out games, and that will stress you out.
That's right. And with all that stress, they are still going on, making and achieving strategical, input on this whole map, which makes it like more and more interesting, because third map being Icebox gets hectic. Icebox is one with most strategical heavy lifting.
Oh
But
my
still,
god, Inflix with
they're doing
2
something.
headshots. Yep.
Yeah.
Inflix with 2 headshots coming in, denies the plant down, and that's it. TR is gonna, lose the initial edge they had, but then Viper Crosshair definitely had something to say about that. But then Fluxy just right there to take the trade for his team and saving another round for eSports once again. And with a 9-8, once again, TR is leading, but it's like TR is just like one step away from winning, and right before they can set out the next foot, like Axe is like, no, not yet, we get to take the next step, and they do. So that is exactly how it's going. It's a 9-8, guys. Give us some predictions. What do you see happen tomorrow? Are you guys excited about tomorrow's game? Because tomorrow's game is going to be even crazier, because those 2 teams will be fighting for the big game money, right? So that's gonna be exciting. I cannot wait for tomorrow's game. I want to know the videos for tomorrow's game if I could right now, because I want to see. I definitely want to see tomorrow's game happen on Ascent. It's definitely gonna be at least one, right? I'm hoping we see Split and Bind. I want to see a Bind game so desperately.
That's right. And also, I want to see more Icebox. So like in the finals, I want it to be one of the first 3 maps and
Yep.
not the last one, because then it's completely dependent on the wins. We are in a 2v1, the man count advantage going in towards the side of TR. So let's see if they're going to be able to capitalize on that, make one more round, and make themselves just as far away from an from a match win as they are from the scoreline on their opponent team.
Yep, I think Fluxy has the read wrong. He's going towards A while the plant is happening towards B side, and there's 2
Spike
people.
planted.
They have a Sova. I'm pretty sure that Relic has his ultimate ready, but Master doesn't have his Hunter Spear ready. But that doesn't mean anything, because both of them are alive. It's a 1v2 situation, and that's it. Master gets Fluxy, and TR slowly building up on that lead. It's 10-8. They're inching closer to victory, and eSports not far behind, but they're gonna have to work on that. They need to bring this up to an equalizer if they want to push it to overtime, or they want to somehow brute force their way through and take a lead instead. Maybe push it to 11-10 or something.
We are in a very strong place. I am so excited. I cannot even collect my own words right now.
Yep.
This is
Okay.
freezing me out. So many ultimates online. It's literally a parade.
There's a lot of frags happening in on the end. Nobody checking out Sova. Sova's right. He's right behind him. Once again, Let's Go managing to taking away TR Master. Another one takes away Sharkheim with a Sheriff. He takes
Last player standing.
another one, just ran out of bullets. But then again, he managed to chip away a lot of HP from Sage. Sage knows she's here, but doesn't mean anything. Crosshair gets that scope, and that's it. TR just pushing their way through the victory.
That's right. This one looks like it's going to TR, and they might as well win this complete match by winning this map, because we are on a best of 3. This is the decider, and whoever wins this takes home the 3rd place. So I do want to see X trying to still make a comeback, because you don't want to give up, not after reaching so far up. But let's see.
Let's see, indeed. Right now, TR is just one round away from a match point, right? They can take this away very, very quickly, or this could fall apart very, very quickly. Master gets simple very early on in the round. They've lost Sova, but I'm not sure if they're checking. That Sage is right behind him. He gets the peek on the Sage, but Sage doesn't get the peek on the Crosshair because Crosshair with just that, early peek on, he knew Sage was right there, and Sage just didn't check. And Inflix gets Relic. The plant is down, and Crosshair takes Dead Scope. There's the lineup coming in from Crosshair, so the defuse ain't gonna happen so easily. So that's a lot of pressure onto Inflix. Inflix will have to do a lot of work by himself. That too alone. There's the lineup once again denying him the defuse. There's two people to go up against. Viper pretty low. There's the decay as well. He doesn't have much HP. Plus that bit of a pre-fire is gonna cost him, and that's it. Crosshair taking away Inflix with TR just one round away from winning, and this is match point.
Match point.
I wonder if they're already reevaluating their decision of taking Inflix as Jet, because we all know he works much better as a control.
Yep. I want to see if they're gonna force themselves to buy good gun, at least guns enough to take the fight. Dead Scope is gonna go with no shields. Inflix sitting with the Guardian, simple with the Bulldog. I mean, good enough guns, and Fluxy with the Spectre. He's gonna probably invest in those utilities instead, because Sage's utility is very, very important. Game changing, in fact. There's the Viper Spit to deny, and the Hunter's Fury coming in as well, trying to deny deny TR's push on the side. Hey, now this might be good, might be devastating in the same time. Dead Scope manages to take away Viper, so that means the Viper's pit has been taken out. But look at that.
Last player standing.
eSports has to say something about that, and they're still in the game. We're not done yet. We might even, but then again, they're on match point, so every round has to be a win for eSports. They cannot mess this up.
That's right. I mean, TR could literally feed off of their mistakes now without even actually trying. So this is literally like you stumble and you lose. It's like that.
Exactly. And 12-9 scoreline. I mean, TR right now, all they need is one more round, right? And I mean, they've been doing a splendid job so far, and all they just have to do it one more time. That's it. But eSports needs to be super cautious, because slight error and they're done. Like winning the first game, sending it to the decider game, and then losing it out with a scoreline like this would be terrible and super disappointing. For them, at least, I would feel that they would feel extremely disheartened after losing a game like that. But that's it. Then again, these players don't play for play to win. I'm pretty sure they play for the fun of it, the passion that they have. I mean, obviously, winning is like a bonus, added bonus for all of the effort that they put in for these games, right?
That's right. And I mean, coming so far with a 12-9 score, that is like, that's just gonna be disheartening. But I mean, these are players. They come in with inbuilt team spirit, so they do come in with the heart to take a defeat and march forward toward a victory. This looks like the end, and here it is, 39 scoreline. We are on another win coming in for TR.
Yep. And I think I'm pretty sure eSports had it in them. They almost pulled that round off. But I think that round goes to Relic alone, because he got 3 of them right off the bat. He put the spike down. He got 3. He took down Sage, he took down Jet, and he took down Viper, which was incredible, done by himself, and getting it with a 39 scoreline, which is, to be honest, a very good leading score. 4-round gap, that's great. And to have won a decider game. So I'm going to have to say that both these teams did an incredible job, and they came this far. So I'm kind of feeling bad for eSports right now, because they're going to go empty-handed. But then again, I'm pretty sure they're proud of the fact that they came this far. They're obviously going to be probably in the next tournament as well. But even if they're not, We're gonna see them in the future anyway. A big shout out to both teams, and I'm super happy with TR. Man, TR showed a great performance. Stab got with 23, and the highest first bloods goes to actually Inflix,
Inflix, yes.
with 5 this time around. Deathscope did the highest on his team with 22 kills on him, but I don't think he was able to squeeze out that much, considering his teammates were not able to. I didn't think Icebox just worked out for them.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
TR was able to
Icebox.
capitalize on that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Icebox is a map which you can win based on your gunfight alone. So it does require a lot of teamwork to be put in to, cook up a really good strat in this. So yeah, I feel like teamwork is a little bit lighter on the side of eSports, and it also makes sense. I mean, they had to fill in for a few people. They were not like, the actual squad. So makes sense.
Exactly. And I think with that, guys, we would like to end the stream tonight. We're super happy to be able to host this tournament, but I know we have had issues with this one. We ran into a bunch of problems that we were not expecting those problems to be here, to exist, but apparently they did. So, but anyway, we're gonna push through all of that, and we're gonna walk into the finals game tomorrow. That's gonna stream same time, 6:30. Be here, don't go anywhere, and make sure you tune in because it's gonna be for the big game. 2 of the best teams coming in at each other, and we're gonna find out who's gonna win. Also, we're gonna make a few announcements regarding the next tournament that we have lined up. That's gonna start on, in next coming days. And stay tuned. You can follow us on join our Discord apparently, and you'll get more announcements about the upcoming tournaments that we have planned for both PC and mobile if you're interested. And with that, I guess that's it.
Yeah, so just congratulations to TR, and we do expect to see eSports again in all the other tournaments that are going to happen here. Stay tuned into PixelScope. There's a lot of fun things that happen here, so just stay tuned, keep your notifications on, and we'll see you the next time.
Also, you can watch her streaming often, so make sure you join her stream as well. And that's it. I think we're gonna close on that topic, and that's it. Good night.
Good night.
And we.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you've got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out?